There are 6 new rules this year when it comes to YouTube, and understanding these are going to be essential when it comes to just overall understanding the algorithm itself. Now, I want to just dive right into these because these are too good. First up, we have bingeable series. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the feeling of jumping right back into your favorite show that you've watched 100 times and you just get that overwhelming feeling of comfort from watching that show. Maybe it's Gilmore Girls, maybe it's The Office, maybe it's Stranger Things, whatever it may be. You watch that content because you know exactly what to expect. Because sometimes it can be a lot more comfortable to watch something like that rather than jumping into something completely new. And this is where bingeable series come into play. Because most creators know that YouTube does prioritize watch time. YouTube wants people to come onto their platform and stay for as long as possible. So with that being said, viewers do like to come back to YouTube's platform to watch things that they are familiar with. Similar to if they're coming back to watching their favorite show. And this is where series-based content is going to be very, very powerful. And if you are creating videos that go in a series, let's say it's just around a general idea. For example, I have a channel about how to grow on YouTube. I make my content in a way where you can watch it almost like it's a series, because it's like, okay, I need to know how to create a title. Check, there's a video for that. I need to know how to set up my channel in the first place. Check, there's a video for that. I need to know how to write a script for my video. There we go, a video for that. People love when they find a creator and then that creator sticks to that topic and shares everything that they know about it. And this is the same for every niche out there. Maybe it's makeup, maybe it's psychology, maybe it's history. And viewers love returning back to the same channels because they know that they can trust the format and the information based off of previous quote-unquote episodes. And this will create a loop within the algorithm that is going to create that predictable watching behavior, which leads to longer watch sessions and more recommendations and a stronger momentum for your channel. And from the viewer's perspective, your series becomes a safe place. And even better yet, if you create a playlist to create this series and make it apparent that you're creating this series. Number 2, let's talk about something called the recline factor. YouTube's annual reports have shown a rapid growth within TV watch time. And this one thing is going to be changing everything. Because when people watch TV, their behavior is going to shift. They're going to be sitting back and relaxing instead of making choices. And they're going to prefer content that is going to be running longer. And they want that more so storytelling or companionship type of video to watch. And I call this the recline factor but viewers don't want videos that are going to require constant attention or shifting clicks. And I've seen this a lot, specifically within TikTok. Sometimes I'll be searching for a video that is that storytelling video, so I can just put it on and do my makeup or put it on and do whatever task and also listen to this. Kind of like a podcast almost. But for creators, this might mean some more longer and structured content and episodes and series that get significantly more traction. So more people are watching YouTube from their TVs. I do this all the time when it's time to relax. But something that is specifically interesting about this is that ad revenue is actually higher within TVs. So it is very important that we tap into this specific audience and understand this audience's needs. Number 3, let's talk about the rise of no thumbnails. Because we are entering a new thumbnail era, which is kind of exciting, but a little scary. But the platform is becoming so oversaturated. There are so many AI-generated thumbnails out there that all look completely the same and just very dramatic and overdone. And all of those thumbnails are starting to look the same. And this is why something I call quote-unquote unthumbnails, these are going to be the thumbnails that are going to gain those clicks. So no, thumbnails aren't completely going out the door. We just need to know how to adapt to them in a world of oversaturated thumbnails. Images that are clean, intentional, not overly edited, those are going to be the ones that are doing well. And this doesn't mean creating something like a chaotic or low effort design. It's just going to mean more so being authentic. Maybe there's a human face and there's a clear emotion or whatever's in subject that is apparent. Your thumbnail is kind of the backup to your title, because people oftentimes read the title or they see the thumbnail first. Those are going to work hand in hand. But a simple layout and a clear value proposition, that is going to do you well as a thumbnail, not these overly saturated AI generated ones. Which is going to bring me into number 4, which is simply just authenticity. Now, not only is authenticity dying within thumbnails, it is just going away within YouTube's platform itself, which is something that's a little sad to see. And many creators, when they see the word authentic, they think that they need to be raw and unfiltered. But the creators who will thrive in this next year are going to be the creators that find a midpoint. a midpoint between raw authenticity while also having that skilled delivery where it looks like you know what you're talking about. And this is what I would call a skilled authenticity approach, because you're having the ability to be genuine while also present your information in a way that feels structured and intentional, because you don't want to be showing up just saying whatever. And finding a sweet spot in there is going to find yourself an audience that is going to trust you. They're going to form that connection with you. They're going to be more likely to come back to your channel as well. And then you're also going to have that protection from cookie cutter AI generated content. And let's say that you did use AI to help you generate a script. Let me tell you, that is totally fine. I've done it before. It is a great way to find information, but you need to make sure that you're not reading word for word and also going off script. That way you're still appearing to be a human being, not necessarily a robot. You have a way that you see the world and you need to share it. Next up, let's talk about different creator archetypes. And as the algorithm becomes bigger and bigger, there are so many creators out there, YouTube is going to categorize you as a specific creator. And most creators fall into one of 4 different archetypes. First up, we have the hero, and I would categorize Emma Chamberlain perfectly into this archetype. And this is because an audience watches this type of content for your journey. And it almost feels like I've grown up with Emma Chamberlain in a weird parasocial way, because I've been watching her content since I was in high school, and now I'm watching her in the Met Gala red carpet. Next up, we have the performer, and I'm gonna fit Mr. Beast into this category, because the topic in this content is going to be the star, and then the creator is going to be secondary. Really, a lot of what Mr. Beast does, it's what he's doing within the videos, not more so him sitting down and talking about himself. Next up, we have the teacher, and this is going to be a creator that is trying to help you as a viewer achieve a specific goal. Now, I would categorize myself within this category, but I would also categorize my brother, Make Money Matt, which some of you might be familiar with him because he does create content on how to grow on YouTube. And lastly, we have the commentator, and this is going to be somebody that is breaking down subjects, whether it be a movie, a book, or current events. And I would categorize one of my favorite creators, Dylan Is in Trouble, in this, because he does a lot of reaction videos and comments on things, whether it be a Reddit post or a movie trailer. But the key here is going to be picking one of these archetypes that matches you and your personality genuinely and authentically. And if you pick an archetype that doesn't fit who you are, you're gonna lead to ultimately having a burnout, and you're not gonna be inspired to create the content that you quote unquote want to create. But when you lean into one that is going to fit you naturally, that is where you're gonna find that content becomes so much easier. Now, number 6, we have some crazy new YouTube features that I need to touch base on. YouTube is making sure that they're expanding on features that are going to help creators. Now, for a while now, YouTube has had thumbnail testing where you're able to upload 2 different thumbnails and see which one is going to perform better. But this year, YouTube is introducing title testing as well. And this is going to allow you to eliminate that guesswork and just take a weight off of your shoulders. Next up, there is going to be a collaboration feature. Now, Instagram has this feature where you're able to post something and it posts to 2 people's accounts. Now, YouTube is going to be doing something similar to this, and it's going to be called when 2 creators can co-host a video together. And this is going to be great if you have a shared audience with someone. Maybe I can convince my brother to do this with me. And next up, we are going to be having a sponsor segment tool. And this is where soon creators are going to be able to mark a specific part of their content as a sponsored segment. And this could be something like a brand deal, or maybe even promoting your own product if you'd like, or an upcoming launch. But something that is very important about this is the fact that you're going to be able to incorporate it in your older videos as well. And this is going to be changing monetization entirely. And that way, your long-term earning, that is going to be going up and up because that passive income is coming. So what exactly should we be doing right now? Here's my plan. Here's the master plan, you guys. First up, you are going to be dropping a series. And that way, your audience can consistently come back to that series and know exactly what to expect. Next up, we need to play around with our thumbnails a bit. And I would say this more so basing it on toning things down, focusing on a real human emotion. And a lot of the time in life, more is going to be less, especially with thumbnails and titles. Next up, you need to identify your creator archetype. Are you a hero, a performer, teacher, or commentator? And whatever one you align with, you are going to stick with that, and creating content is going to become so much easier. Next, make sure you're leaning into authenticity and using that as a skill. Being a genuine creator, that is something that is kind of hard to find nowadays. So make sure you are improving your delivery as well, but not losing who you are behind that. And lastly, use any testing features that you have access to. Now at this point, you're going to have two choices. You can do all of this with trial and error, or you can take advice from somebody that has been growing YouTube channels for over 10 years now and helping other people grow their YouTube businesses, which is going to be my brother Matt, and he has a program. If you're interested in it, make sure to check out the link in my description to schedule a call, or you can check out this video right here for free training on this. And always remember, you guys have a friend within the YouTube game. Thank you for watching.